I mean, this is what they want, right? This is why they want the torture. But again, here's my neighbor's house that ran my car. Ran my car and then lied about having his daughter in the car. Over there's the other gang stalker house. Like this is, and what the point I wanted to make is, again, like this guy's Middle Eastern, and he looks like one of their mindfuck zombies. So like again, I can't really. People aren't supposed to have demon brain bugs, but there's not supposed to be a cult of people who gets people to be corrupt to have demon brain bugs, right? But yeah, this is how they work. Like I'm supposed to hate Middle Eastern people now or something, or I'm supposed to start agreeing with like, oh, you're right to do 9/11 because these people are awful. Like this is under the CIA, NSA veil, right? This is under Freemasonry. This is like, you guys moved this guy in. You guys chose that guy for his race to terrorize me because that's how you guys think, right? You guys are thoroughly racist. You guys are elite bloodlines. I'm supposed to be like, oh, these fucking Middle Easterners come here and like, no. Nope. You can't get me that far gone. I mean, maybe you can, like with the brain rape and stuff. But again, am I paying for past life sins of not defeating all of you? Is that it? I don't know. But anyway, so you guys, you Freemasons, you guys in the CIA, you guys in the NSA, you guys that are doing the bioweapon attack, like get on your actual job, right? Start busting evil instead, or which I again, I used to believe in you know, like, oh, it wasn't the guy's fault, so you should be helping them, you should be blah, blah. But I don't know. I think I got no religious backing for that. Like, there's very severe. So I can't say one way or another with that, but yay. This is great. This is what you wanted with your torture, right? Like, again, I have no idea religiously. I was a happy atheist. I would have been sitting here waiting for my friends to come over till I was 100 years old or whatever and died. Like, I got nothing. I do not know which way's up. I just see you guys doing evil all day long while you torture me, and that while you cackle, while you get your little psycho children to laugh at me. Like, good job. I got my friend Mr. Singh, who passed during their COVID bioweapon attack, and I couldn't see him in the hospital. I mean, I was too tired. I was almost relieved. I was fucking always so tired now. But yeah, then they moved in a guy over here with a giant sticker on the back of his car, Mr. Singh. Like, that's how they do, like, haunting. Anything you feel bad about, right? They'll haunt you with. And obviously, they don't have the personnel to do it to everyone. I get special treatment. Like, there's literally gotta be like hundreds of millions of dollars involved in it. And they're making money off of it too, right? They write songs, right? I came in like a wrecking ball. I never meant to hurt. Like, that's their, you know, that's their, like, oh yeah, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Well, but you keep doing it, and nobody's catching you. It's because you guys, like, again, like with their movies, right? Like with their weird woo-woo messaging. Like, Olympus has fallen, right? London has fallen. I always wonder about those things. Like, are those cult messages? Like, okay, this government's fully Freemason Nazi now. But you always, like, my trouble is, they always half truth, and then they're always, and I'm doing the same thing as their guys do, which is upsetting to me, right? I used to believe in better things, very liberal things, but at the same time, you got your fight. Whatchamacallit? I can't even think. Oh yeah, the one guy I was watching, man, with the flight pass today. The one guy I was watching running for president or whatever. Like, there's no elections. They pick people. So the one guy was like, he sounds truthful. He's like, oh yeah, and we need to. And people like people that I know that are actually like know that they can inspire, like truth-minded people are like, these are great ideas. Like, there's no way that us idiots sitting here with the internet, seeing them do the bioweapons, seeing them do 9/11, and then there's a whole bunch of Harvard grads and like, you know, people with like 2 college degrees and shit in Congress, and they're just like, oh no, you can't figure that out. That's yeah. Like, there's no way that anybody running for president is unaware of all this bullshit. But they keep it that way, right? They keep it in their cult club. Anyone who they've corrupted, they put in there. So anyway, like, I can't do anything with the things that matter to me, right? The things that matter to me are like God and salvation and stuff like that. Like, I can't figure any which. But yeah, so I'm just like, God, tell me and I'll say it. I don't know. Anyway. But these dudes here with their whole Nazi agenda shit, they're I don't know. Like, again, every presidential election is like decided by 51 to 49%. Like, that's like, so you participate in their bullshit. There's nothing wrong with the American system. Something very wrong with corruption, so that you can have corruption, so that you can be corrupt. And again, I get so paranoid with like every passing car that's like going slightly fast. But again, there's nobody watching. You guys got your bring your assassins, bring your toys. My fear is that they're just gonna have me fully like mind controlled. They're gonna have me fully 5G. Like, I believe. But I don't get the God stuff, right? Like, do good, be good, seek justice, love mercy, great, but where? This is some fucking shit's impossible. This is not a slave ship where you're like, this shit's wrong. This is demon cackling people in the dark. And again, like tempest in a teapot, right? Trillion billion galaxies. Sure, there's lots of happy space people out there. Not to get Mormon in my thinking or anything. Like, something's clearly plopping me back here. But I, like, you know, they're like making it like it's my job. Like, I don't think it's my job. Like, I believe in freedom. I believe in, like, you know, good where you are, like, kind of casual free spiritedness. I don't believe in I don't know, all their power structures, all their like, anything that they build they use for evil. Anything that they it's like good people getting along. Okay, we're gonna move in and start exploiting and say that's us, and then co-opt more people. We provide jobs. Nope, the owner of Denny's provides a job. Why you provide the structure for it? Nope, you just exploit on top of it. You make it the opposite of justice. Again, with the Sandy Hook stuff, where they got like Jim Fetzer paying a $450,000 fine when they know that they're lying. Like, they're just total gaslight. what is wrong is right. Like, just fucking backwards. So I can't deal with it. I can't figure it. And again, like, I miss normal, happy, good life. Completely lost to me, right? My brain has been cooked out. Ugh. So here we are. Beautiful Christmas lights. Oh, so glorious. Just tired and fucked up. So what do you guys in the CIA think? You guys think that it's good to be Nazis and that your evil stuff is the true way, and whatever Lucifer's guiding light or whatever you believe? That's where it's with evil. Like, evil would do like a double switch, so like you can't even say like who's who. I can just deal with right in front of me, right? Oh, you're killing those people. Well, that's wrong. We're building a new world order because we don't believe in goodness. And that's always the thing, like, right? They need their own illusion. They need their own deception. They need their school shootings. Their school shooting hoaxes. That's, oh, well, people were shooting people, so we started staging school shootings, and we'll get guns off the streets, and that justifies being war criminals. That justifies bioweapon attacking the planet. That justifies poisoning water. That justifies poisoning the air. That justifies, oh, we're about to do 9/11, so make sure your stock options are put in. We're about to do COVID, and we're gonna make a run on toilet paper, so buy some extra toilet paper stock, everybody. That's how they grow. That's how they have so much money. That's how they have so much wealth. It's the opposite of good. But again, I have no idea. I don't know if up in heaven, like, God actually cares, or just plunking us here. Because I've been at prayer for 13 years, and I haven't gotten any answers. I know. I'm just hoping like good people see them and be like, oh, and then good people like, stop. That's my hope. That's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to pull your pants down. You guys call it a classroom, right? That was calling me a teacher, right? Like, for them, right? like, oh, we didn't know that. Thank you. Okay, now torture him more. like, no, I pull your pants down in front of the planet. That would make me happy. Not because that would make me happy, right? That's only because we're fighting. It's only because you're torturing me. But there you go. You know my sin. 3,000 years ago, I did the most evil thing possible. And now I know your sin. You guys are bioweapon attacking the planet so people don't notice the 5G mind control with your AI takeover and your assassination of AI pioneers, so you have a monopoly of it. And yeah, fun. Like, nothing wrong with like the good woman said, nothing wrong with technology. Like, it's a tool, but it's how you use it. You guys are using it for severe evil. And again, it's not just me. You guys do this to a lot of people. You guys experiment on people. Like this learned helplessness thing, right? It sounds like you guys have been doing this for centuries, but since the demonic hand needs to be hidden, you guys had people torturing dogs to find out torture techniques. Like, that's who you are. Like, you're literally dog torturers. And I know they have no conscience. Like, I can't appeal to their conscience. It's like, I don't know. Now I'm doing what I'm like, you shouldn't smoke, kids. This shit fucks you up. So I don't know. If it's some Jesus farthings that I gotta pay, I'm gonna go real hard to pay him right now. Not really. I just lay in bed and I'm like, God. But yeah. This is your Nazi mind controllers. This is them. That was like their friend infiltration people. Like, oh, well, that King David shit turned out to be bullshit. Like, I mean, like, I got more mature. I'm not the same person, but you guys do not come at me screaming. You hide in the dark and attack. Hide in the dark and attack. Hide in the dark and attack. You're not raping somebody in front of me, right? You save the rape rooms for your children so that they can be conscienceless, like crazy children, I suppose, is how it goes. But anyway, I gotta keep pausing for these airplanes. I think they're like waiting with like that was their song, like try to slip past their defense without granting innocence. Like, I'm not trying to, I have no idea. I'm just plopped here. I can't grant innocence to anyone. Sorry. This is, I mean, like the Christian songs when this shit first started, like could come crashing through the, like they're, you know, like singing Christian songs to make threats. Again, I mean, maybe that's karma, right? I did write a whole lot of songs, supposedly, apparently. I was a much happier person. Things were going my way. That's like, that was before any of this made any sense to me. When I picked up the Bible, I was like, God should be the only fair weather friend on the planet. Like, the book of Job is, you know, like, oh, should I take God, like, should I not take evil from God too? Like, no, why? What? It doesn't make any sense to me. God should be the only fair weather friend on the planet, right? Don't you think, God? Ah! You're mugging me. Anyway. So yeah. So I have no idea. I just know that evil people have taken over every single government. They've done it through like a plotting, co-opting, corrupting, like, again, the fake news stuff. Like Russian vids said they won't show real because they won't waste their precious airtime. I really think they won't show real because they need their blackmailable army. They need people in positions of power who can't have a crisis of conscience because they've been to Epstein Island, because they faked a school shooting, because they the demon hook, right? You said. That's like, I don't get a lot of things in the Bible, but I do get the catch a man in a word from Isaiah. Who would catch a man in a word? But you also said, like, you know, and then it all becomes demonic. Like, it all becomes like, you just picture. I mean, that's me. Now I'm putting biblical imagery on stuff that I don't understand, but that, like when that seething, like, hatred comes over you and you're like, but didn't you say? I don't know. Who knows? Exciting stuff. Another day in paradise. what this is like, the songs that they've haunted me with, right? Oh Lord, I remember. I'm like, all right, well then flesh it out. This is always their accusations, right? When this shit first started, it was the troll under the bridge. But I mean, it was just like a witchy haunting, right? Like I was walking in California with my cousin, and someone lit off fireworks, and then a guy like crawls up from under a bridge and was like, "What was that explosion?" Like, no, I don't have any God knowledge. I don't have any. I have happy day, happy life, bad day, bad life. All I have is what I see. So you guys all cackling demon Nazis. Again, it's demonic, so like the Jesus play actor line fits, but it fits a whole bunch of Chinese people. It fits a whole bunch of Russian people. It fits a whole bunch of... So like I can't go assigning any kind of... I just simply don't know. But I do know I do have like a few good neighbors, a lot of good neighbors. I was thanking God. I was thanking God that my cool neighbors also moved into the house next to them. So now I'm like, it's like, haha, you don't checkmate at me at every turn. You can't move gang stalkers into those houses. But I mean, I'm pretty sure the house 2 doors over is gang stalkers. I know that house right there behind me is gang stalkers. I know that one used to be gang stalkers. And I don't know if the new family that moved in is gang stalkers, but like this is literally what they do. This is where your tax dollars go. Your tax dollars don't go to roads or water or making sure that you don't get poisoned. They go to making sure that you get poisoned. They go to lots of I feel like is some kind of god of forces blocking or something. That's that false sign shit, right? Get a cigarette. But that is like the coincidence hit. The demons will hit you when they get a coincidence and then tell you it's God. I mean, me personally. Like shutting your brain off again with the Jesus stuff. If the Jesus stuff is true, then vaccinations, the neurotoxics guys, like be sober and vigilant. So with the mind poisoning, with the like you can't even think anymore. With the water poisoning, with the medicine poisoning, with the like poisoning babies. If alcohol affects you that badly, that and it doesn't seem to, right? Like, I mean, I have lots of family members who are perfectly like good Christians who get drunk a lot and stuff. Not a lot, but you know what I mean. But anyway, it's all too confusing to me. So all I know is that you Mason Nazi people are just fucking yeah. You're tiring me out. But I got nothing else. Same shit, different day. Same complaints. You guys are being Nazis. You guys are doing the Nazi things by poisoning the sky. You guys are lying about global warming so that you can get money for I don't know what, or so that you can do your like sky poison attacks again. If global warming was a real thing that you're fighting with chemtrails, well then spray your chemtrails over the ocean. Like on a planetary level, it would have the same effect, right? It doesn't matter where in the giant fishbowl that you go and put whatever, it still would spread everywhere. But they need to spray their chemtrails over city centers. Ugh. So anyway, you shouldn't be killing people. You shouldn't be teaching your kids that you're elite special Phoenix people that get to kill people. I don't think that's gonna stand. I don't think you could sit in a room with right, that thought's terrified me. Like if somebody shows up and is like, I'm Uriah, I'd be like, but like I don't think that I don't think when you guys meet Singh, you're like, yeah, well, we're the ones who poisoned you, and that's why you died choking alone in a hospital. Like, I'm sure he's a nice guy, so he'd be cool, but like I don't think you'd have a lot of faith at that moment, right? That's probably why they do all this shit, and whatever demons get them to do all this shit, so they can't be good, conscientious people and like be helpful or at least be nice and not ruin days. So anyway, that's all that confusion. I'm so glad I get to add more confusion to the insane confusion that is their post 9/11 Nazi state. But again, like I put that on them, and I don't know that it shouldn't be put on demons instead. But I do know that you people work happily for demons. Whatever, evil. Again, like the Bible stuff. Maybe it's Leviathan. Maybe God's gonna come down, and maybe we've all got ocean monster in our brains. I mean, me and the Freemasons. Like, maybe that's what it is. I do not know. I don't even remember. I want to say I just remember good. I don't remember it when my life was good. I don't remember believing in good. I used to believe in good and good things. Now I don't anymore. Now I got nothing left. So yeah. What do you think in the FBI? You guys think that it's good that you're Nazis? You guys are happy, like, you don't understand that we torture people, and then that's what God really wanted, and actually pyramid fingers. I'm being a dick, right? I'm sure they have manly voices. I don't know. I do not know. But again, like this is how they do continually, right? This is what they did to Martin Luther King with that letter to Martin Luther King Jr. This is 34, a number that you will never understand. I don't think so. I don't think God is like 34. I think that's some shit that you guys made up, and then demons like haunt since you guys have systematized it and you pop it up somewhere. So anyway, wish I had more. Wish I had a way out. But like that's their trouble is they seem to be mad at life and living, and that's why they get to kill people, right? They hate life, they hate people, they hate reality because they have the demon brain bug and they have whatever. For me, it seems Pyrrhic. I don't know. What's the Pyrrhic victory, right? I don't know. Anyway, for me, it seems like if that's like Satan's war on God, like that seems stupid. Like, I harmed another person. Like, yeah, good job. That doesn't get you any win. But whatever. That's what they work for. Is like hateful, spiteful, malevolent. Malevolences. So, like my complaints, right? Is if we're just Edenites, Like, we're not supposed to be equipped for fighting anyway. So, who knows? Maybe I'm just a natural beast. Made to be caught. And maybe that's the true religion. You guys are here sport hunting people. I mean, that's just Paul, right? I don't know from Jesus. So, what are you gonna do? You guys got any good ideas about not being Nazis? Like, maybe you could, like, not be Nazis. Maybe you could go and wake up and not be a Nazi. Or wake up and take all the billions you stole and build a park instead of building a bomb. Ugh. For my part, I don't think God makes backhanded promises, right? That's my problem with Revelation, but I was just thinking, like, kudos to Jesus. Maybe it's not a backhanded promise. That's what I've been worried about. Like, when they say peace, peace, then the end will come. It's like, but how are you supposed to, like, be for peace and then worry about you torturing people once peace comes? But whatchamacallit, maybe it's not a backhanded promise. But that's the book of Revelation bothers me, because, like, I don't know, that's early demon possession argument. But what got me about that, when my brain was a little bit more whole, was, like, it made God a backhanded promiser, right? It was God promised to never flood the earth again, and then, you know, it's like, but I didn't say fire. Like, you know, that wouldn't be, like, God-like. That would be demonic. That would be evil. So who knows? But yeah, myths and legends, right? I'm not a myth. What again? Like, if what they're doing in Israel right now, right? Is that natural beast catching? You start a false flag war and you're like, look at how savage they are. Look at how angry they are. They do not have the divine vision that triangle finger people have. Like, don't know. I don't know. I don't think so, though. Ugh. And again, this to me seems unfair, right? It seems like I look good just because they're so evil. Like, I'm not an amazing person. I just, like, try to be good, or used to try to be good. Now I just pray. But whatchamacallit? But again, like, demons echoing in my head. I don't want any of this. I was so happy with my friend chilling every night, playing video games. Like, that was life to me. That was beautiful. Maybe, again, because I spent the past life begging for bread, and I spent the past life upside down on a cross. And I spent the past life in an oven. I mean, that's if you believe the Daniel stuff, which I don't know. I mean, they've been hitting me with all these things, so I don't know. Since I spent the past life begging God for forgiveness for killing Uriah, like maybe that's why I was so well adjusted to having nothing. But now I really have nothing. Like, I used to have a happy nothing, where, like, life was like that is what set me off. I was cool with you guys being idiots. I didn't know that you guys were maliciously evil. I grew up in war museums. My dad always took me, bored me off my ass going to war museums. I was happily not a part of any of your bullshit. This is not a good night to be making a video. JFK is going wild over here. Oh yeah, they assassinated JFK too. Like, that's anybody hopeful, anybody good, right? They need to take him out. No, it was a deranged gunman, and then a mafia hitman grew conscious and was like, oh, you're not gonna fight against America, I'm gonna assassin that assassin. Like, no, I call bullshit. So anyway, this is not a government by the people, of the people, for the people. This is a government of Nazis, by Nazis, for Nazis. And then they pretend that they provide, so like their new insiders, like, oh, you really do provide everything. Look at how great your roads are. Like, yeah. You're buying them with blood. You're buying them with assassination. You're buying them with exploitive trade practices and bullshit, like Trump blaming peasant farmers for the economic problems of America. And people buy that shit. Those dudes want to walk north to where their grandmother lived. Burn them. I mean, I don't live on a border where there's drug crime, but maybe if I go in the garage, I'll have less airplane noise. Like, it's not close to home for me, so it doesn't bother me. Again, these things used to bother me a lot more before they ripped my brain out. Now we just struggling here. But again, the same people. Nothing again. Like this is where they got me. It was with the rap world, where I was like, oh no, those are the oppressed people. They're the good people. I was wrong. I mean, not, but I mean, that's where they. But like, so they raise up, and then I'm gonna shoot some, and then they're saying that they're the people who like are for gun control to bring peace, right? It's like, no, you're the ones teaching violence. You're the ones teaching hate. You're the ones making life suck so people snap. But again, every last school shooting's been faked. There are shootings in school, to be fair, but anything that gets on TV is faked. So that's the Jesus play actor stuff. Like maybe the synagogue of Satan is the play actors. I have no idea. I do not know. Anyway, it's beyond me. It's beyond me, but you're gonna torture me so like that I look stupid to make God look stupid, or you're torturing me so I say something wrong, and then you could be like, oh, but you said. Again, like with their strategic child molestation, like acclimate me to bondage when I'm 4 years old. Like that's how they do. So therefore, I could never see anyway. But I mean, that's what they continually do, right? That's what they're set up, and then a closed trap, and that's what I was trying to say before. And when I made the other video about the 9/11 stuff, like they get people. This is for good, and then look, now you're a criminal now. But like, so those are like the middle ground FBI, like just weird psychopaths. But like above them seems to be the witchy people, the coordinators of these things. I have no idea. And then above them is the demon people, brain bug, and exciting. It gives me great hope that it hasn't touched like a lot of people, but at the same time, I usually spend most of my day despairing. Well, I mean, that's why I'm good at praying. Like, I know that I'm not like that good. Like, I know there's got to be something better. I hope there's something better. I hope maybe I can clear out all this trash, and then maybe when I'm born 1,000 years from now again, I'll be like, oh, this is nice. There's nobody doing any evil. I can fit in here. Even though I've got a horrible, corrupt, evil soul, right? That's what you guys always, that's what their torture thing is like. Oh, he's just evil. Torture him. He's evil. If you torture him more, you'll show his true evil nature, right? That's what they do. Like, put someone in a rape room and they'll be like, oh, look, she's not benevolently smiling. She's a nasty person. So, I don't know. But again, like, my biggest problem is the bioweapon. My biggest problem is the technology that is in the hands of these people, and the technology that's going to be in the hands of these people is fucking scary to me. And they're making me watch, right? Like, that's I remember when I was first, like, checking out Christianity, was the satanic ritual abuse where they, like, torture animals in front of children, and the stories are, like, they would make the child decide if, like, they should kill an animal or kill their big brother, and, like, but that's what they've been doing to me, just, like, conscious ripping stuff where, like, you have to watch while we, like, you failed to stop us, now you have to watch while we destroy people, now you have to watch while we kill people, now you, like, and they're right, I'm helpless. I can't stop them. I don't have that in me anymore. Which, that's where it seems like a setup too. Like, that's where if I were them, I'd be like, yeah, you're not out there circumcising us with swords. You're bullshit. I grew up in Valley Stream. We sung Mr. Lucky Son when we were kids, and that wasn't your teaching. That was pretty sure that's God's hand, that things are better, right? That at least points for Judaism, right? Light continually comes into the world. But I have no idea. These planes are annoying the piss out of me. But what are you gonna do? I got a new solution for the plane noise. So what do you guys think? I'm out of thoughts. That's my problem, is I've been trying to think my way out of this demonic mess. And pray my way out of it, but I'm like, oh, maybe it's like that, maybe it's like that, maybe it's like that, maybe. I just don't know. Maybe one day soon, you guys won't be Nazis and you won't be cooking my brain. I could have peace again. Maybe that'll be. Maybe you guys will teach your kids to be good and not be Nazis. Maybe then Jesus shows up and we're like, I got you. You said peace. Now I can heal you all. Right. But they've been on me for a minute. They have been torturing me for a minute. Hey. No. Oh yeah, but again, and I feel like this is where I feel like I'm at a conflux of demons and God, and like oh yeah, you should talk about that. Anyway, but it's just, again, you guys have been corrupted by something, so go easy on yourselves, I suppose. But since just the little proofs, right? Like one little PK truth, Boston hoaxathon proof proves a corrupt, the body of corruption that proves. Once you have one little evidence of conspiracy, once you know COVID's a bioweapon, then you know that all, and to be fair to them, right? It's death threats, and it's, I could get caught, and we'll send an anonymous letter, right? The media, since they have the media in on, the fake school shootings, and what was it, the guy was talking about margin research, he would always get a young, excited, talking about a health story, journalist talking about a health story, and oh yeah, we have a meeting for, you're going to be on TV on Thursday, and then like, on Tuesday they call them like, oh, the meeting's been canceled, you're not going to be on TV, you're not going to get to talk about that. Always stuff to hurt people that they squash and hide again. Like, we've known there, you can cure type 2 diabetes for like 12 years, but nobody knows that you can cure type 2. 90% cure rate with 1 or 2 8-day fasts. Instead, they got people on their, slow liver killing poison, because they don't tell anyone that. I mean, I guess like more doctors are becoming aware, but like that should be on the news, but news sponsored by Pfizer, news sponsored by Merck, right? Club of corruption, club of evil, club of again, like the vaccination meta study where like that's, oh, it's a 95,000, like, we have proof, like, well, you could have just selected for it, because there's a whole lot of stories of, I remember when I was a kid and there was still mercury in those things. Like, I remember my head was like, that was the first thing that I ever recall. It might have been like demon possession. It was like, it's too big, it's too small. It's like, like 3-year-old thoughts, but like just mind warping stuff. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe, I mean, again, like I've been stuck comparing religions, so I've thought every awful thought I could think possibly of which way. But like, where Jesus' accusation as God is hidden knowledge from man, but like this slow leak of knowledge where people are always using knowledge for evil, and then slowly it catches up and we use knowledge for good again. Like, maybe we're just so fucked up that, yeah. Like, oh, this is a bicycle. Oh, good, we could ride that into war. Oh, this is a car. Oh, good, we can make a tank. This is an airplane. Oh, good, we can make a jet fighter. Oh, this is a weather balloon. Oh, good, we can spy on the battlefield. This is a cell tower. Oh, good, we can read minds. So anyway, but again, like this is again, aside from the president of Tanzania who exposed COVID at the start and then died healthy. Like, you want to talk about bull? That man looked healthy as a bull. 60 years old, academic, like, incredibly healthy. He tested a papaya, a car tire, and something else for COVID, and they came back positive. And then he has a heart attack like half a year later. But otherwise, this is how you know that they're all corrupt. They're all in their secret little club, is that they're all not saying anything. None of them say anything. None of them expose, they'll be like, they'll happily get up there and expose the last president's crimes, because this is, I don't know, snake crew eating snake crew. I don't know. But they won't, nobody's like, and 9/11, like nobody exposes any real heavy truth. And again, I get it. They got you on the hook. Like, I can't do anything with that. I don't know where the demons come from. I don't know where angels are. I'm just tired. But I mean, this is why I sat here and played video games. Like, I see too many things that are wrong. Right? I could have been a millionaire easily, but it was always an exploitive way. Everything's exploitive. There's no, I mean, right? The Bible stuff, the people who are not a people. I remember when I first read that, fully demon possessed, and I was like, they're not people. But I mean, I think the message is like, we will, but push comes to shove, they're not a people, right? It's not, oh no, Brenda's got cancer, I gotta go to the hospital. It's, oh, Brenda's got cancer, well, she must, I don't know. People who are not a people. Which, I mean, seems to be. But again, with all these distrust sowings, with all these make life impossible things that you guys do. Like, how many mothers right now are like worried that like tomorrow their kid's gonna get shot in school? Like, she should have a good day, she should have a sunny outlook, she should have like, oh, tomorrow's gonna be wonderful. can't wait till my kid goes off to school. Now she's like, oh my god, so many people are getting shot. Like, just because you guys are staging news every freaking day. Like, let life happen, right? At least if there is evil, like, let it be organic. Don't fucking feast extra evil onto people. Foist extra evil onto people. Then at least people can deal with it. You guys come along and make it impossible. You guys come along and we just blew up the Oklahoma City building, and this cop came in and he saw it, so now we need to assassinate him. So now we got like more people who are corrupted because they were assassins, and that's Taranchiki's story, right? I mean, Taranchiki's life. Like, that's where I fall into their mindset of saying story, right? Like, his life, that's what happened to that man. His parents now sad for life. His family now wrecked for life, right? Anyway. I feel like this now I feel guilty, really. I feel guilty for you Nazis don't understand. Like, I don't know. I don't understand, but I had an understanding. I was happy and healthy and looked at life bright and thought things were good and believed in good things. Now 13 years of torture later, I ain't got nothing. Again, like, fully demon possessed, right? Like, it feels like cold air, right? But like, that's a dishonest, like, the assessment, right? That's not a very, like, it's just because your nerve endings have been ripped apart by these things that it feels cold, right? That's a cold feeling. That's like when I had frostbite when I was like, your hand just like always feels cold because the nerves have been destroyed. So anyway, but I mean, like, it's just up through my brain, around, and circle down. But anyway, I feel like the way to overcome it is by being good and doing good and thinking good things about people and being nice to people and controlling yourself and blah blah blah. I don't think it's any of your Nazi we need to brainwash people. Like, yeah, you need people who are brainwashed because you need people who can't think critically, because if people could think critically, they would think critically about your evil. And then, hey, I'll let the light go back on. So I don't know. So anyway, should get some behold, I was born in iniquity prayers on. Like, apparently that worked for me. Apparently God accepted that. I mean, that's the nurture versus nature thing, right? Like, you're not supposed to have to live in a town where your neighbors are cannibals and you get used to killing people. You're not supposed to have to live in a country where your government is fascist and needs to assassinate people and torture me. I only get torture. This is again where I've been taunting them, right? Like, well, your demon gods are just going to leave me here to, you have orders to not assassinate me because your demon gods want to torture me, so that's kind of fucked for you guys. Like, normally you just get to assassinate whistleblowers, right? I mean, again, they've been cooking my brain. They want me fully crazy. And I don't think I would have a good handle on this if I wasn't crazy. Like, there's not, again, endless speculation about possibilities. But, yeah. Like, when this started, it was a much simpler thing, right? Like, oh, they're gonna kill me in the street and I'll never get to complain about prisons for profit or like the other evils that they do. But I was hyper Christian. I was like, well, you need to forgive them, and if you need to forgive them, then how come you're attacking them? And if you're attacking them, you're supposed to be like helping them back up. You're not supposed to be. Hey. But again, 13 years of prayer and nothing. So, but again, like, it's just like an impossible faithless position, right? Like, he is like, you're King David, this is why we torture you, like, this is why God hates you. Yeah. Like, I mean, Apparently I'm gonna splash down here again. Not splash down, right? Like, I'm gonna have another. I like my mom. I don't want another mother. But, you know what I mean. So, maybe it's not resistance is futile. Maybe it's evil is futile. You guys are fighting a futile fight. Good will eventually win. Maybe that's it. I hope so. I don't know. Hour long talking about nothing. This is not good stuff, right? There's parks and zoos and happy people, and you guys should go try and live in like I used to live. Just like happy to see people and happy to be around people. When you're nice to people, people are nice to you, and then you can have good things. When you're cruel and wicked, then you gotta torment me in the dark and not show up and live in fear and like this is some bullshit, right? Like this is where I hate this, right? Like I don't want to be some kind of imposing figure that I miss happy-go-lucky. I miss good. Well, anyway, what do you guys think? You guys have any, like, again, like this is why you have to attack though, right? Because you have no argument. You can't. You're dumbfounded because you're stuck in evil, and I don't know if I should be like, that's, oh, you need to find Jesus, or like you need to go be righteous. Like I don't know. You need to fix your karma, and I have no idea. And again, it feels bad. Like I'm feeling like I'm trying to make myself be good in comparison to you. Like it's just, yeah. I got no good excuses for my life, right? I just live bumbling. But again, just because you can like take over and kill and steal, just because you can connive to make my favorite band as a 14-year-old turn out to be a band that was attacking me. Just because you can, just because you have witchcraft knowledge. Again, if God is truthful in the Old Testament, the hidden things belong to God, right? Like you guys got some hidden things. I don't think God is with you. I don't think God is, again, if God is like evil Nazi, then it's the evil God of this world, and I don't know which way's up. So yeah, depressing to myself, and not to good people, right? Good people should expect good and have good and feel good about their lives, and evil people should stop being evil. Well, that I'm sure of, but I don't know what comes next. But anyway, like my brother is a giant. He's a strong guy, so maybe that's hope, right? And with your shit though, like that's I'm just gotta part ways. I just gotta be a dick to you my whole life then if you're gonna keep torturing me. Like I don't think that you guys had a hand in this. I don't think that you guys are like that's the demon posing you guys. Like, this is the demon posing you guys. Like the devil horn fingers is a demon posing you. Something's taken over your body, makes you think it's clever that you're doing evil, and then that's why you guys gotta hide in the dark. That's why you guys gotta assassinate people. That's why you guys gotta like pile evil onto your evil to do more evil, so you can keep hiding your evil, so that you can So I don't know. I feel like whatever good is forgiving, right? Whatever good is merciful. I don't know. Do not know. I'm just going in circles here. So yeah, that's that. Go find a water park. Go on vacation and don't be Nazis. Go restore some things that you've stolen. Go return some. If you killed some people with a bioweapon and now you're a billionaire, well, go become a millionaire instead and give away a few $1 billion to the people that you poison. All right. Go return what you stole as best you can. That's my guess. Anyway, have a good night.